All right. I'm gonna do something on the ground. That way you don't see the mess in the back of my car. Okay, some of my tools I use, and the reason I use them. Okay, when I'm removing rust, it's all because the surface must be clean and free of debris. Must be. That's all it is. You cannot think that you're going to be killing all the rust when it's layered up on top of each other by putting something right over it. No, it's got to come off. But yeah, so I had some inquiries not too long ago about wire wheels. Somebody asked me if I tried the twisted one. Yes, I have. Uh, Twisted, I'm not going to use on anything less, anything thinner than 26 gauge. I'm just not. That's for solid beams, something like super thick, not on metal roofs. So I do just the braided, not twisted. It's just frail, right? And there's a couple of different kinds. So when you're working with a 4.5, there's a few. There's a coarse, there's a fine. There's stainless steel, there's composite, like there's all kinds of materials. This is all going to be the thickness of the wire, right? So here's the Milwaukee. This is the coarse 4.5-inch wire wheel right here. Okay, these wheels, this is stiff, like stiff. Okay, so I use this when the rust is thicker. That's going to be edges, some of the undersides, caps touching metal on the panel and whatnot. When I get to the lighter stuff, it's usually on the undersides. So right when I pull the caps up and I'm looking at the lip, the part that's touching the metal, that stuff, you don't want to use something so coarse. You just don't, because you're taking away metal. And when there's rust on it, it's eating away the stainless steel. Like reading MSDS sheets, PDS sheets, it'll get you a lot further. They're like, yeah, hey, there's plenty of methods. If you want to believe the can be applied over the terminology, please, by all means, do it. Me, I don't. So here's another wheel. This is the 6-inch. This one I use for lighter rust. It works. It's a more flexible of wire. It's still stainless steel. So I'm trying not to intermix metals at all. Like if the roof is mainly stainless steel, I want to use stainless steel. If it's something else, then I can use something else, right? And then it comes down to how thick that rust is. But so the 6-inch is not necessarily meant to spin at 11,000 RPM, right? So over here it says 4,500. Okay. Over here, I'm sure it says it somewhere max 12,000 right there. Okay, so these are the ones that you can put on your 11,000 grinder and feel safe. This one says 4,500. I'm running it on a grinder that's 11,500. They come out like, and it is. I mean, it's hot. Right, it gets hot out here, so I don't want to gear up too much where it's making me hot. The work is going to slow down and all that other stuff. So I deal with it. I pull out metal shards all week long. Like they'll get embedded, I won't even know it. So this is the process that everyone should want on their roof. It is, because rust is a contaminant. Rust on the surface does not make that surface free and clean of debris. Just doesn't. Okay. Too many federal projects I've been on where there's no corners cut, none whatsoever. And trust me, I've been on a few of them. Bay Area, California. I traveled all the way north to south. A couple of companies I work for, we were on some pretty interesting projects. Not a single one though did we ever were told, just leave the rust on that metal, it'll be fine.